All right, everybody. So we're live. It's 2 minutes after the hour, 3 minutes after the hour, and I want to get started. And we have a lot of big things going on. It's a new launch of a great workout. I've done the demo workouts called Hammer and Chisel. Two of them are in the Beachbody on Demand right now, to go check them out. One by The Beast, is also goes by The Hammer, and one by Autumn Calabrese. She is The Chisel. So go get on those on the Beachbody on Demand. Check those ones out. They're sneak peek workouts. And by the way, I expect some other sneak peeks probably coming in the very near future for Tony Horton's upcoming one that's focused on military type of workout. I believe it's 22 minutes something. I can't remember exactly what the name of it without it in front of me. Anyhow, so exciting times. They're always coming out with new workouts. I love to try them all. Currently, I don't know what y'all are doing. You can let me know in a minute, but currently I am doing Chalene Extreme with my wife, and it's kicking my butt. So we didn't work out this morning. We worked out after work today. I noticed a huge difference in my how much I'm exhausted after doing a workout in the afternoon. I much rather do it in the morning. But Speed 3.0 at Fit Club last night, I let it get the better of me and ended up sleeping in this morning. So anyhow, no excuses. I still got my workout done when we got home. It was a date with my wife, and we had a blast doing Chalene Extreme Push Circuit 2. I think it's Push Circuit. Anyhow, second week, day 3. So if you haven't tried Chalene Extreme, that's also in the Beachbody on Demand. You ought to check it out. So the other big news, hey, we're running into the holidays. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and that you had the opportunity to be an example to others in your, how you eat and how you partake of in your journey. And the holidays are tough. It's hard. It's hard for us to share the business, to share what we love as a coach. For some reason, we have this stigma during the holidays that we really struggle with, and so we have to just overcome it. We got goals to accomplish. You, me, we have goals to accomplish. We need to invite people, and if they say no, the follow-up is, okay, great. Hey, I'm going to follow up with you in a month and see if things have changed, okay? And just leave it at that, and move on to the next person. Just invite, and invite in a loving way. So next, in order to get yourself to be able to invite, you have to do constant learning. And somebody told me yesterday at Fit Club that my good buddy Scotty Hobbs, he wasn't at Fit Club, but one of his coaches was, and he said that Scotty at times will do 6 hours of personal development a day. I personally don't have time to do 6 hours currently. I couldn't even make 6 hours of personal development time. Even if I listened to personal development at work, I couldn't get that much time in. My day job, at my desk job. Okay, so if it's that big of a portion of Scotty's life, and he is a top coach, so what does it say to you and I if we're not doing any? And all we're asked to do is do 15 pages a day and or listen to an audiobook for 15 minutes. Okay, so if you need tips, ask. I'll gladly share. I have an entire library that I can give you access to, so that you can listen to these books. Okay, go get a library card. Holy smokes, it's free. Don't cost you a red cent unless you live outside of the library district, and then it might. So All right, so why am I talking about personal development? The book that I'm listening to right now is, it's called, hold on. Oh, wow. It's by Ben Carson. So does that name ring a bell? If not, he's one of the presidential candidates for the Republican Party. And he is a neurosurgeon, worked at Johns Hopkins as one of the elite surgeons in the world, has done numerous, what are they called? Conjoined twin separations, and successfully. And anyway, so the name of the book is called The Big Picture, Getting Perspective on What's Really Important in Life. Okay, and so it's by Ben Carson. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it so you can see it. Quick flash. Amazon.com. Oh, let's see. And The Big Picture by Ben Carson. And we'll do an image. Shabam. And ding, 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 ding. And I'm going to share my screen share. And down. All right. So you should see my screen right now. Okay. So there it is. Ben Carson right there. The Big Picture. Getting perspective on what's really important in life. Okay. So, all right. So I'm a few chapters in, and let me see here. I am on chapter, what did that say? Chapter 6. Okay. So I'm listening to it. I'm not reading it. And I came across a part that he was talking about a portion of another book that he's written called Think Big. Okay. It's an acronym. And so I'm going to stop my share here. Stop share. Okay, back to me. All right. So he talks about this acronym, and this acronym is Think Big. That's pretty simple, right? So think big. What does that mean, though? What's that acronym mean? All right. So he was raised by a mom, a single mother with a third grade education, and she always said that to her two boys, you can do anything they can do, only you must try to do it better. Okay, so what does that mean? All right, so that means that we have the capability. He talks about we all have the brain capacity. God's given us a brain that is like infinite in power and infinite in its ability to learn and grow and to think big. Okay, so I'm going to break down this quickly. I'm going to break down this acronym, Think Big. All right, so T is for talents. God's given us talents. These talents we must work to improve. We must grow ourselves, okay? And how do we do that? Well, it's part of the 3 vital behaviors of Beachbody, and learning what we do as a coach is important. I mean, if you think about how much time did any of us spend in the back office learning something new, or listening to a national coach call, or tuning in to Janelle Summers or Mindy Winder's call, or anything, how much time did you just spend learning about being a Beachbody coach? Okay. All right. The more that you learn and the more that you participate, the more engaged you become, the more time vested, the better your talents become. Okay. And we need to recognize those as gifts and use them as God would have us use them. Okay, and that's how Dr. Carson shares T in Think Big. H is for hope. Hope for good things, and hope for the best outcomes, and but always you can't. I guess sometimes everybody struggles being everything is awesome type of mentality. Okay, got it. But if we can hope for things that haven't happened yet and work towards them by spending our time and our talents on them, we'll become better at them, and the outcome will be what we hoped for. Okay. All right. Next is insight. And insight is getting a mentor or getting a book that you can learn and grow from. Okay. So if there's a successful coach out there and you want to replicate what they've done, guess what? You have to contact them and say, hey, can you help me out? What if I can give 3 minutes of your time and ask you 5 questions, ask these questions and get those answers back, and then go and do what that coach told you to do, or go and do what that book told you to do. You've taken that insight and actioned it, and you've put time and talent into it, and your hope for things to look similar to what that coach is doing, you're going to have success, okay? All right, next is the in think, okay? This one really caught me off guard, guys. So be nice to all people. All right, so how many of you, raise your hand, how many of you, when you go to your day jobs, or you're just out and about, or somebody cuts you off, or somebody, they need to merge, but you're like, you're not going to merge in front of me, and you speed up, and you have these natural tendencies to turn negative in the split second, okay? So you have a fraction of a second to determine whether you're going to be nice to that person, or you're going to be what you may think is not rude, but it probably is. Okay, so be nice to all people. He says that you would be surprised that as you're nice to these people, when they realize you are sincerely being nice, the return that will come to you will be 100-fold. Okay, at first they may be skeptical that you're being nice to them. So think about coaching, think about building a relationship, think about writing somebody on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and you're saying, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, but I really think you'd be a good coach. See how simple that was? And here's why I think you'd be a good coach. And say something nice and see what comes back. Okay? All right. But be nice to people. Be nice to your spouse. Be nice to your best friend. Be nice to your coworkers. Don't talk behind people's back. And try that for a week and see what changes in your life. And so I'm telling you, this is good stuff, okay? This book is amazing. All right. K, knowledge. Okay, recognize it as the key to living. Okay. How often do we, as I said at the beginning, improve our talents? Okay. In order to improve our talents, we have to gain more knowledge. In order to gain more knowledge, we have to read more books, spend more time with our mentors, do things that are going to enhance our knowledge, okay? Improve our brains that God has given us, okay? All right. Next, this is simple. Oh, man. Is the B in big is books. Read them actively. Okay, so Ben Carson, when he was first younger, and he was like, I don't know, 8 to, I think he was 3rd grade, 4th grade, something like that. His mom has this epiphany, and she's like, oh, my kid just got an F. He got 0 out of 20 or 0 out of 10, I don't remember what it was, on a math test. And she quickly saw that her 2 boys were going down the same path, and they were going to keep passing through the school system and end up with being garbage men or something. I don't know. I'm nothing against garbage men, but that was her thought, and she didn't want to see her boys do that. So here's what she did. She says she turned off the TV. She turned off the video games. She turned off all those things that were consuming their time, and mandated that her 2 boys would read 2 books a week and draft up 2 book reports on each of these books that they're reading. And she didn't put any restrictions on what books they could read. They just had to go to the library and get books. Okay, I was like, oh my gosh, I got 2 kids they absolutely love Netflix, and they love their electronics, and they love this. And I'm like, who's the parent? This guy. So I have some ground rules to set. I'm fully behind this thought process of managing their time so that they can improve their knowledge, that they can gain more insight from the things that they, the interests that they have by reading more books. And so the next one is the I for in-depth learning. In-depth learning skills, okay. He says, very simply, develop them, okay. All too often what happens is that most people, when they study any particular subject, they cram the subject the night before and then go past the test maybe, and then within a week they know nothing, okay. So think about this as a coach. If you want to become better as a coach, wouldn't you want to study those who have done what you'd like to accomplish, so that your mind can change and your talents can be improved as you exercise what your mentor is doing? So intently studying what you would like to accomplish, okay? That takes time, it takes effort to get good at those things. So this is not just, let's remove it from coaching. Let's look at what you do full-time for a job. What do you currently do every day for your 9 to 5 or whatever your shift is, okay? If you're not improving on that daily, then, are you status quo? Okay, so think about that. What can you do for your job to improve on improve that job, okay? You may dislike your job. You may even hate your job, but guess what? It puts food on your table and it puts a roof over your head. It does all these things that you love to do and allows you to be a coach on the side, okay? So remember where you're at to enjoy that part of the journey and to go and delve in where you can learn more to be a contributing player so that you can, take that as life skills and such. So in-depth learning skills, develop them. And the last is G, okay? So Dr. Carson, his G is for God, okay? And you guys know me and my belief, okay? I believe in God. And I believe in his son, Jesus Christ. And I know that they are here for me. But everybody's beliefs are different. So if you just hang with me for a second, the catch is that you need to determine for yourself what that G is, okay? You might have to morph it for yourself because of your beliefs, okay? But what does that G stand for in your life? What is the thing that carries you through, that is your strength, okay? So, so in closing, think big. Think big is you, myself, everybody on this call, you can do anything that they can do. Talking top coach, your boss, your manager, whoever, you can do anything they can do, only you must try to do it better. Okay? So think big. Let's go out and crush our goals for the month of December. Let's have an amazing holiday month and blast into the new year. I'm on fire with my desire to help others, and I've got a huge plan in store for my next 12 months. I hope you're planning to do something huge in the year of closing out 2015 and blasting into 2016. I'm proud to be a Beachbody coach. I love being your coach, and I look forward to helping you in your goals and dreams and assisting everybody as we serve them in their health and fitness. And so have a great night, guys. Quick, down and dirty, 22 minutes. Think big. Have a great night. Coach B out.